Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let's hit the music. All right. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another live stream right here on the Mobile Music Pro YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Especially thank you so much for the patrons who understand the long-term vision here of what Mobile Music Pro is trying to do, which of course is educate producers and get as many people producing music as possible, specifically on the iOS device, because that is the easiest way to start making music. So thank you again, guys, so much for joining us. As usual, what we're going to do is say hello to the chat, then get through some announcements, then demo some plugins, and then try to make some music, and then of course do a giveaway during the last 15 minutes of the 2-hour stream. So right away, let's say hello to the people that are here. Can't thank everybody enough for being here. We have 9 people in the house. So let's say hello to Mr. Heavy Metal Beer Club. What's going on? He is a new subscriber over here. Appreciate you so much for being here, bro. I love doing new genres on the channel because we always attract, new people and get them excited about mobile music production. We have RJ here as well. What's going on, RJ Enriquez? Steven Tucker, what's going on? Everybody's in here. We got Sam Linderman, of course. You can definitely correct any of the mistakes that I may say during the stream. So thank you for being here, Sam. He says he's just gonna mostly listen though. Recovering from a fever. Oh well, hope you feel better, Sam. Recover from that fever, bro. It's going around. It is that time of the year. We got Notabox saying hello, Vortex. What is going on? Our lovely mod Notabox. And who else? All right, I think that is about it for the people that are chatting right now. Oh, got Teo in here as well. What's going on, Teo? Hopefully everybody's having a great day. All right, so let's get right into the announcements here. People saying they're sneaking the stream at work. Appreciate you guys for being appreciate the support so much. I know it's not easy to be here at this time, but got to try to pick a time that's kind of good globally for the most part. For the US and the UK. All right, so let's get into some announcements real quick and get on with the show. So first up, of course, we still have our new contest going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Our brand new Essentials Pack contest. This is the 5th contest that we have ever had, and it is the biggest by far because we have over $500 worth of prizes that's going to be going home to 4 lucky winners. So guys, hopefully you're working on your tracks, getting your stuff in here. Look, there's not a whole lot of time left. We're ending it at March 22nd. That is the deadline, but there's still a little bit of time left, another week or so. But make sure you guys get those tracks in there. Make sure you're working hard on these tracks because there is an amazing prize lineup here. And of course, you get your name up here as to be able to do bragging rights, right? Because you'll be in the top 4. So you get bragging rights as well as we do show the previous winners of our contest right here on our website forever and ever until you guys tell us to take the song down, which hasn't happened yet. So make sure you guys check out this contest right now. Again, use this completely free Essentials Modern Metal sample pack. Use as many sounds as you can from this pack. Lots of sounds to choose from, including, guitars, bass, synths, effects, and all sorts of good stuff. So make sure you check this out. Again, this is coming with a ton of stuff, including Apple loops, RX2 files, and of course a Cubasis 3 template as well that you can check out. Very, very cool to be able to see this template for newer producers so they can understand what it looks like to arrange out a full song. Very cool stuff. All right, guys. So get those contest entries in here. Let's go. Contest is ending March 22nd. And then we had a brand new roundtable just a couple weeks ago. Make sure you guys check that out. That is roundtable number 5. So that is the 5th month in a row that we've been doing this podcast. And it was a really fantastic podcast. We had Nuno there from Imaginando and Josh from Audio Modern. Had a fantastic time. Probably going to bring those guys back because we had such a great time. So make sure you check that out. Brand new roundtable we do every month. And we're recording a new roundtable next week as well. So. And of course, there was a big old Apple event. Apple Peak Performance event. So this was kind of a big event here, guys. It's pretty cool, but really the only 2 highlights here that for me is that there is going to be a new iPad. They're sticking the M1s in the iPad Airs now, so all the new iPad Airs will have M1 processors. And then they came out with some crazy new fast desktop, which is going to be an M1 Ultra chip, which is kind of like 2 M1s kind of stacked together. So that's kind of the 2 big announcements really from the Apple event. Because imagine if they're sticking M1 chips in the iPad Airs, imagine what they're going to put in the next iPad Pro. It's going to be insane, guys. Insane. All right. And then we had a new interview with the one and only Jade Star. Make sure you check that out. We had an interview right here with Jade Star last week. It was live on her channel. We had a great time. Make sure you guys check this video out. We talked about all sorts of stuff from, my past, my history, MMP, Multiple Music Pro history. We talked about favorite apps, talked about Bitcoin, and a bunch of great stuff. So make sure you check that out. And of course, Jade Star will be live just a couple hours after us today. So make sure you check out that interview. And if you want to see more interviews, just tap on interviews or go to mobilemusicpro.com/interviews, and you will see we have a few interviews on here right now. We sample everything, the Major Music Lounge podcast, Chordmaster, 3 Beats Later, and now Jade Star. And we have a couple more lined up as well. But if you ever want to see those, mobilemusicpro.com/interviews. And then finally, we will be doing a brand new video this Friday. There's going to be a brand new video released this Friday. Make sure you check it out. So once the stream ends, I will see you guys again, hopefully Friday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we'll be getting back into releasing videos every single Friday for a while. All right. Make sure you tune into that. New video on Friday. All right. And finally, before we get to the giveaway, oops. Go Spotify. Just want to check the chat one more time before we get to the giveaway and start talking about that. Metal. Okay. Let's check the chat, see how everybody's doing. We got some new people in here. Fam Priam. What's going on? Fam has entered the house. Yes. Negative 37 Celsius. Holy crap. Man, that is a different far cry from the palm trees and blue skies where I live. Yeah, Fan Premium says that was a great time with Jade Star. Yeah, definitely a great interview. Teo says shout out to We Sample Everything, fantastic channel, and they started to do live streams now. So make sure you follow WeSampleEverything.com. They're doing live streams now every Saturday. I believe it's Saturday morning. So shout out WeSampleEverything.com. Lots of great stuff on there, tutorials, sample packs, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Yeah, and apologies, of course, for being a little late this morning. Was a few minutes late, but we're gonna see if we can make it up. All right, all right. Oh, Teo says the Lo-Fi Vintage Clipper is currently 50% off from Nembrini. And of course, if you sign up for our completely free newsletter, I always forget to mention that, but make sure you sign up for our completely free newsletter at mobilemusicpro.com, because every single Friday I send out a newsletter with all the week's latest deals, latest apps, and latest news. So a lot of great stuff in that newsletter. I still have to make a newsletter webpage, like mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter, but I'll be doing that very soon. But until then, just go to mobilemusicpro.com and scroll to the bottom of the screen and sign up for our free newsletter. Lots of great stuff in there every single week, and of course, you'll get updates to Mobile Music Pro as well. LeMaze, shout out to LeMaze in the house. What's going on, LeMaze? Yeah, Heavy Metal Beer Club says it's a little cold in Arizona. 68 degrees. Yeah, pretty nice over here though in Vegas. West Coast. Shout out to the West Coast. All right. Okay, cool. So let's get into 8 people watching. Let's get into the plugin that we'll be talking about today. So we'll be doing another giveaway today, guys, of this metal bundle with an $80 value, which comes with the Cali Dual, Cali Reverb, BG Ecstasy, and 8180. Last week we demoed the 8180 and the Cali Dual, I believe, or the Cali Modern High, one of those. But this week we'll be doing the BG Ecstasy and the Dual, Cali Dual, I believe it is. Yeah, so we did the Cali Reverb and the 8180 last time. This week we'll be doing the BG Ecstasy and the Cali Dual 3. We'll be demoing those, so hopefully that'll be lots of fun. Out the webpage. All right, so let's get into this demo. So first of all, again, these amps are made for metal. They're made for rock and metal. They can be used for these amps. See, the last 2 amps that we demoed, though, they're really for metal. But these 2 amps can actually be used for a lot of hard rock and classic rock in addition to just metal as well. So what I have here is last week's project that we pulled up last Wednesday's live stream project, and we have that same drum loop and some of the same MIDI here. But what I wanted to do is use this just so we can have something to demo these new apps on. So first up is going to be the BG Ecstasy, again from Nembrini Audio. Shout out to Nembrini Audio. Make sure you guys check out all of these apps. They have a ton of different amps, and they have bundles to save you money. So that is really cool. This is the BG Ecstasy. So let's just hear what it sounds like first with some MIDI patterns. Well, actually, let me just play a little bit. Here. Fantastic sounding amp. This is on the default preset, and we are running the muted guitar from the Microsonic inside of Cubasis. So we can go through a few of these presets, see what they sound like. Love that fat clean. Power chords sound really good. Sounds so good. A lot of great clean presets in here. Samuel says that they're good for acid as well. Yeah, I mean, amps work so well for everything, but, you know, you can really get creative with these amps for sure. Ooh, I like this one. Sounds so good. Delicious. Definitely sounds delicious. So great preset. I like that one. I like that Luke solo preset. Monster power. Beautiful, beautiful. That's the default preset. So let's just hear what it sounds like with some drums and MIDI. While I check the chat. Oh, Celsius. Celsius always messing me up. Freaking Celsius. It always messes me up. All right, so just a quick demo there. We have Dave here. What's going on, Dave? Yeah, Samuel says throw a Moog Model D through these amp sims. Woo! Hey, you know what? Just for fun. Let's just do that just for fun, shall we? Add MIDI. Go to a Moog Model D. Moog Model D. Okay. All right. That was the BG Ecstasy, so let's throw a BG Ecstasy on here. Scroll through the bazillion plugins because I can't search. Come on. All right. Whoa. Yikes. Need a good preset to run this through, I think. Turn off the amp. Turn that down a bit. Woo! Because, you know, the Model D is pretty loud. Model D. Why not just a quick, nice preset? Let's run that through it. Yes. Oh man, that sounds good. All right, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, so that's just the Model D with the sweeper going through the BG Ecstasy on the default preset. You can already get some pretty dope sounds. So shout out to Samuel for that recommendation. Of course, you can throw synths through amps as well as guitars through amps. It is all up to you. There are no rules. All right, so now let's go on to the next one, which was the Cali Dual. Cali Dual. All right, I believe this is the one we're gonna do. Yeah. Hopefully we didn't do the modern high last time. Hopefully I'm not redoing it, but this, I believe this is a new one. Okay. Really love the sound of this one. Yeah. But yeah, sounds good. That is the default preset on the Cali Dual. And once again, I believe we're using a muted guitar. Yep, muted guitar on this. I love the Nembrini sounds. They're just so good. All right, a couple of the presets. Let's just go through real quick. Just bring that MIDI down here as well so you can have something to listen to these presets with. Cali Dual. Try some presets. Yeah. Like that one. Like this one too. Oh yeah. All right, let's try the clean guitar. You get the idea there. Was I on the wrong one? Yeah, no. No. Okay, so I think that was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was the demo of these Tool apps. Again, just amazing apps, amazing presets in here. Standard amps, you can change everything you'd like from the, the bass, the middle, the treble, the presence, all the standard stuff that you will find on an Nembrini amp. You can find here, and of course they look beautiful and have a ton of great presets. All right, so now I think we can just talk for the chat for 1 second, and then we can start trying to make something. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick demo. Trying to make it a little bit quicker than last week's. Again, we'll be giving away these apps, all these amps, 4 amps, which is the entire metal bundle, $80 value, during the last 15 minutes of the 2-hour stream, and we're gonna start taking a look at people who are just jumping in at the very end for sure. We don't want that to become a thing. So I just want to make sure that I do mention that we're gonna see if you didn't chat at all and you just jump in at the end. We're gonna see you. We're gonna see you because we got people watching. Teo says, "Is this a Bogner emulation?" I'm not sure actually, but it sure sounds freaking amazing. If would be even more dynamic if Cubasis allowed velocity to affect the attack of the envelope. Interesting. Would be let's see. Allow velocity to affect the attack of. So how would you? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, boy, that would be interesting. I didn't even know like such a thing was done, but it makes perfect sense on why you'd want to do that. I guess you'd have to have another app to do that. Because of course there's apps where you can adjust the attack and decay, and then there's apps where, of course, there's gating apps to adjust things and. Yeah, interesting. And of course, we're getting a new shaper app, which is basically a shaper box on the desktop. We're getting that from Flux Pro coming, so you might be able to adjust, various things based on the. You might be able to adjust the attack based on velocity with that app, maybe possibly, because I'm pretty sure you can do that with shaper box on the desktop. So, Teo says, "Sounds like Black Moth Super Rainbow." For sure. Make sure to smash those likes, guys. Thank you so much. That helps the algorithm feed the algo. We have to feed the beast. Feed the algorithm. Smash those likes, guys, and share out the show. We really appreciate it. Benjamin in the house. What's up, Benjamin? Yeah, hopefully Sam feels better. He's a little bit under the weather at the moment. LeMay's asks, what does a clipper do? So if you're asking what does a soft clipper, maybe you're talking about a soft clipper. We do have a video on that, how to make your drums hit harder with a soft clipper. So you can search for drums and find that that app, but that video on our channel. But basically, LeMay's, what a soft clipper does is it's kind of like a compressor, and it allows your drums to hit harder because it doesn't actually allow some of the transients past the threshold, where normally, for example, like a limiter just kind of cuts you off right there, right? But a soft clipper allows some of the transients to still pass through the top, making it sound, or at least appear to sound, louder. And there is a soft clipper available from Blue Man Goo. Blue Man Goo has one. So if you are looking for one, I recommend the Blue Man Goo soft clipper. It's a great app. Not a box says he's cooking but listening. Yeah, I just organized all my apps recently. I organized all my my plugins. So I had all my apps organized already, but now I've organized my actual plugins. So I have, like my EQs and compressors, and I'm gonna make a video on this, but now I have my EQs and compressors, and I'm trying to think where my soft clipper is. It should have been in my compressors. Yeah, Blue Man Goo compressor. Yeah, this should have a soft clipping option, I believe. Soft knee, here you go. Setting this to off causes the plugin to abruptly switch the compression on and off when the volume level exceeds the threshold. Softer settings smoothly fade the off and on states, making the compression effect a little less noticeable. So yeah, so it allows you to allows your transients to get up there a little bit more and be a little bit louder, but still keep it under control. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Bleach Saturator has probably Bleach Saturator, yeah, because the Bleach Saturator is basically a compressor, so. Yeah, TB Barricade, absolutely as well. So most compressors should have an option. There's a lot of compressors that have that option. Like if I look at my compressors here, like most of these will have a soft option. Almost all of these. Even my New York compressor has a soft knee. right here. Most compressors will have that. So yeah. And you want to use that for your drums, especially hip-hop drums, to drive your drums harder, to make them appear even louder. But yeah, compressors and limiters. So yeah, I kind of organized all my apps or my plugins now. So I got my delay, reverb, chorus, gate, pitch shifters, and wideners all in here. And then audio utilities, MIDI plugins, vocals. Distortion and tape has quite a few plugins. I love my distortion. Love my distortion apps. Multi-FX, of course. Compressors, like I just showed there. EQs, all my EQs. And some exciters. And samplers. Yeah. Ew. And mastering. But yeah. All right. I'm getting distracted. I love all my music apps so much. Okay. Samuel says, in order for a compressor to act as a clipper, it needs to have 0 ms response time and infinity as the compression ratio. Interesting. Benjamin says, Barricade. Both Benjamin and LeMay say that TB Barricade is their favorite compressor. Very cool. I don't actually have that compressor. Should probably check it out at some point. I have TB compressor, but I don't have Barricade. Oh, Barricade's the limiter. Right. Barricade's the limiter. Correct. Yeah, I don't have that limiter. For the limiter, I usually just use Pro L for my limiter for the most part. But I don't want to put my apps by the same company together. There we go. That's better. But yeah. All right, cool. Getting distracted again. Let's see what we can do. So I don't think I'm going to use a loop this time, just for fun. I think I'm just going to use like a regular, just the drum kit itself. Again, all of our sample packs, all of our essential sample packs come with drum kits, and the metal pack is going to come with 5 drum kits, which most of our free packs do. They all come with 5 drum kits. I'm going to probably use the first drum kit there. But yeah, good stuff. Gonna have to separate those to mix those separately, the kick and the snare and such. Probably will use the same Black Ice Gamma bass sound. Sounds so good. Okay. So let's remove this MIDI. Now, I'd like to use Riffler today, if that's cool with you guys. I created a couple of Riffler apps, or a couple of Riffler, if you guys don't know what Riffler is. It generates guitar riffs for you, in literally any genre that you could ever want. Now, of course, I'm going to be generating something in the metal genre, and I chose metal groove specifically, but look at all these metal genres. Shit's crazy. Any kind of metal you want. Look at this. Ridiculous. So many. So much good stuff. I don't even know which metal I want, to be honest. I chose metal groove, but man, there's so much good stuff in here. So much good stuff. I kind of want to check out what the thrash metal will generate, just to see what that's going to sound like. Create. Play. Wow, I like that. I might just use that one. I might just use that. Let's save that and export that, because that's dope. So to export, we're just going to go to the little button at the top right-hand corner. We're going to export a MIDI file. I like to save that into my Cubasis MIDI folder. Yeah, this app is so fantastic. You can choose, look at all these settings. There's just a bazillion settings. The genre, the scale. We're using the Phrygian scale, apparently. But you can use Phrygian. They got Phrygian, Dorian, every kind you can think of. You can choose humanize, power chords, range. As you can tell, I kind of wanted a rhythm for this one. But, man, just so much stuff. Crazy stuff. Okay. Let's use that one just for fun. I got a couple on here. Maybe you guys can choose. Well, let's play a couple one of these and see which one you guys like the most. So let's go to my MIDI. We're going to audition, I think 3. Let's audition 3 different ones. Rename this 1. Let's rename this 2, and then we'll rename this 3. Great. Okay. Let's plop in the first one, shall we? Okay. Number 1. Try number 2. Teo, what do you mean, I've got the AAS hard checking? AB forum? So you're checking the Audiobus forum automatically? Let me know what you're doing with that, Teo. Let me know. Because, of course, apps come out every week. And I do let people know with our weekly newsletter that when new apps come out. LeMay says, random side note, the mic on the M1 iPads is actually pretty good. Yeah, dude, seriously, great point. I mean, the mic on the M1 is perfectly podcastable. The mic on the M1 could be used in a professional recording studio all day and no one would ever tell the fucking difference. And I swore.